the most retarded presenters I've ever seen in my life, but good choice. Good choice. All right, Mexican.
Fuck you.
What?
It's a hard one.
What's your game of choice, sir?
It would have to be Kingdom Hearts, man. That was just fucking epic.
Yeah, we have a lot of Kingdom Hearts fans in here. Absolutely.
Dude, I'm sorry. Like, you don't know how long I've been waiting for this shit.
I'm sorry that I missed out on it. It was something that it came like that started to come out right around the time where I stopped doing a lot, where I stopped playing PlayStation 2. And placed like just that era for me was done at that point. I had moved on, and so I missed out on that. I'm kind of sorry I have. I don't really have the time to go back and start playing these 6,000 fucking variations of that game. But it's always looked great, and kind of a crazy crossover that you'd probably think would never work in a million years, but obviously it does. So
you can get away with playing, I'd say only 3 to 4 of them. But I know you don't. I know you don't have time for that either.
I say just play Kingdom Hearts
2.
Just the second one or something. Maybe
well, number 1 and 2.
Number 2 kind of goes over what happens in 1.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Maybe someday that will happen. But what was your favorite moment, sir? What was your favorite moment from today? Correa, that's you.
Right, me again?
Yes, your favorite moment from today.
Moment? Oh, it was definitely like fucking Sony shitting all over Microsoft on price point, on
everything.
You know, trading games, sharing games, and everything. Just overall, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's probably gonna be a lot of people's favorite moments. DJ, did you watch any of this today?
I don't even know if he's here.
He was like 2 seconds ago.
Oh, was he?
Screw him. Go to Yogurt.
No, I can hear you now. I can hear you now. Your microphone gate's probably just like super freaking high or something.
Oh.
Well, yeah. Did you see much of this today?
Yeah, I did. So,
okay.
Favorite games? Probably Killer Instinct and Hearts 2.
Yes.
Or 3. Sorry.
Yes. Okay, I want to ask your opinion on that. Killer Instinct, from what you saw, even though we didn't see any like ultra combo crazy nonsense.
I actually Yeah, I just looked up some more Killer Instinct videos about it. And
how does it look in your opinion, sir?
It looks actually really good because the fighting games coming out that came out now is really like timing sensitive. Killer Instinct looks like it doesn't care. Looks like it's just gonna be violence, pure
just
violence.
A lot of pure violence and a lot of combo, like crazy combo.
Yeah, it's just it's really just for the people who played the original Killer Instinct and loved it. And it's like here's bloodier.
And I think when I was watching it, I noticed how much health each person, like crazy amounts of health. And I don't know if that's because they stocked it for that reason, but whenever I see a lot of health in fighting games like that, I just know that the game is combo based, and it's just all a matter of getting these crazy, retarded, epic, awesome looking combos, and then crazy face melting finishers. And
but just by looking at the combos and the gameplay of it already, it looks like they're gonna take something off of where you could just press one combo for an auto combo, or make it as easy as Marvel combos where you just hit 1, 2, 3 launcher, basic combos.
That's why. Do you think it's gonna? Do you know, or do you think it's gonna be 4 or 6 button?
Definitely gonna probably go with because when people went with 4 buttons,
you need to like turn your microphone gate like way down because you're cutting in and out just from not talking loud enough.
How do you do that?
Don't worry about it for now, but do it later. But yeah, continue.
Oh, okay.
Just talk a little louder.
Okay, so where was I? Like 4 button and 6 button?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be a 6 button. 4 button really failed, in my eyes, because when you do 4 buttons, you're gonna have to do a lot of different combinations with 2 buttons by itself, and that really aggravated a lot of people.
Yeah. The fighting community not a fan of the 4 button setup.
It pretty much said, hey, here's an easier game, just press a couple buttons. But in reality, it's like, here, make your hand
dive kick.
Dive kick? No, dive kick is amazing. Dive kick is the most amazing game I've ever seen.
Okay, all right. Favorite moment from today.
When Battlefield's sound wouldn't play.
Yeah, that was kind of funny.
Good one.
Kind of funny. Yogurt.
He was like, it will happen.
Yogurt, can I guess what your game was?
Sure.
Does it involve a guy wielding a key sword?
Oh, it might. It just might.
Okay.
Yeah, just for chat. Everyone here in this TeamSpeak knows I'm like a huge Disney fanboy in general. So So yeah, so
You
definitely
ready
Kingdom
to
Hearts.
make a man into somebody with Kingdom Hearts 3?
Oh,
Gay for
definitely. Yeah,
Mickey.
definitely. Yes. So Kingdom Hearts 3. Favorite moment? I would say I don't remember what game it was just because I was laughing so hard. The one with Ellen Page.
Oh,
There's like two of them.
Beyond Two Souls.
Two
Yeah,
Souls.
Two
Two
Souls.
Souls. Just
that
when,
had
when they
nothing
revealed
to
that
do.
the bad guy's name was Jamal, made me laugh.
But it's not just Jamal. It's like Jamal, and then there was like Jamal followed by two really African names, and I just fucking
Well, yeah,
like,
it was
lost
Jamal,
it.
and then the fact that her name was Holmes, and I was already making like ghetto jokes off of that, and then they revealed that the guy's name was Jamal, and I just lost it.
Yeah,
And then of
agree.
course, Sony dropping the hammer on Microsoft at the end.
Oh, that's huge.
After
hammer.
after like what I thought was a subpar showing so far, they suddenly just brought everything
just
out.
nuclear launch.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, Rupai.
Yo.
Game. What is it?
Let's see what. Oh, I have like 3. So
Well, let's
my
go. You
order
can
of,
just
like,
say 3. Just don't get
yeah,
long-winded about it.
it'd be Destiny,
Mhm.
then Watch Dogs,
Mhm.
then Assassin's Creed.
Nice. Okay. Okay. So you're interested in the Yarhar Fidelity.
Well, yeah, I'm a big fan of the Assassin's Creed series overall in
Mhm.
general.
It didn't scare you that when the entire shoreline that he was above was being exploded, that he decided to go into it.
Well, that seems kind of typical for assassin-styled fighting.
I couldn't help but laugh because he's going, oh, he like, it says out loud, he's like, oh shit, or so he's like something like he's just surprised, and then he's like, oh, okay, let's go down into that.
Just
And
another day at the
and
work.
just,
Just
you know,
another day at work.
and he like jumps onto his own ship. He's just like, all right, time for some fucking naval battles, just out of nowhere, which I thought was hilarious. Also, P.S. those ships turn on a dime.
Oh my god.
You mean the
yes.
drifting ships?
Wow!
Tokyo Drift?
Do they ever turn on a dime? That
Assassin's
ship.
Creed Tokyo Drift?
Yeah, friggin' they took the friggin' kudos system from Project Gotham Racing and applied it to Assassin's Creed. So that shit should be hilarious. But
Underratedly, the naval combat in Assassin's Creed 3 was really fun. So I expect.
Oh, I'm sure it's
expect
gonna
it
be
to pretty
fun. Oh, I'm sure it's gonna be fun. It just looks hilarious. Just seeing a
Yeah.
friggin' huge ass sailing warship do a 360 in like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Yes, ships can do that, but not giant ass freaking warships that weigh 3 million tons and they're just out in the water. They're not going to be like, hey, what up?
In the 1700s.
The 1700 dem ships. Favorite moment? Favorite moment, sir?
I don't really have anything memorable for me.
No, you're not going to
No.
jump on the Sony shitting on Microsoft
Well,
bandwagon?
I'm probably still gonna get an Xbox regardless.
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
He's been saying that all TeamSpeak.
He's brave. He's brave. Mr. Kim!
Yes.
Game, sir. What do you got for a game? What was your game of choice today?
I really like Destiny. I thought that was cool.
Hmm.
Then I'm
absolutely.
excited to see Kingdom Hearts.
Another Kingdom Hearts fan.
Battlefield,
And then, oh yeah. Oh, that skyscraper.
Or Battlefront.
That.
Oh, Battlefront.
That's
Oh my god!
Oh.
I forgot
Oh,
about
yeah,
Battlefront.
I forgot about that.
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
Battlefront.
You know what?
Battlefront.
That's
That's
like my
it's
childhood.
a tie for me between Kingdom Hearts and Battlefront then, because I can't.
Yeah,
I
there
will
you go.
fucking-
So
you
people,
bandwagoner.
people forgetting about that.
Well, you
friggin-
didn't
Because
have
it's not
much time.
actually like, it's in development, or is it?
Is it an AT-ST or an AT-AT? I always fuck them up.
AT-AT.
AT-AT.
And yeah. And that was a D-wing ship, right? Like I'm not crazy that flies through or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
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 She wants the D-wing.
Oh yes.
D-wing.
I need to watch that again.
What was like 5 seconds long?
Yeah,
I know.
pretty much.
Yeah.
What were your moment, sir? What was your moment?
I thought it was kind of funny how the Assassin's Creed demo just stopped.
Several
they still-
times.
Yeah, and then they still came back and did
And
well.
they
I
waited,
believe.
yeah, until the very end when it was just like the game was like, oh, you want all these explosions? No, you don't get all these explosions. Too bad, you didn't pay enough.
Get some.
You get some at 2 frames a second. Mr. Panic, game.
Well, I'm Mirror's Edge 2.
I was waiting for somebody to
You
say that. 'cause
asshole.
that's-
You
because that's-
asshole! I was gonna pull that
Yeah,
one out.
that was mine too. That was mine too. I was putting myself last, and I was like, "Wow, maybe I'm gonna be the only one." But no, Panic jumping on that.
And now everybody's
Mirror's
jumping on
Edge is
it
like my
too.
favorite game of all time.
Too many of us are on that Kingdom Hearts hype right now.
Yeah, that's
Dude,
true.
a lot of us.
And then,
all forgot
as
about
much as I
Mirror's
hated as much as I hate it, I liked EA's conference, Battlefront and Mirror's Edge and Dragon Age. I couldn't really complain.
EA's
I'm really
conference
happy with it.
was pretty fucking epic. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
EA's conference
Yeah, I
it
thought
was
was
the best one of them all.
was just freaking I mean, I hate EA, and they just shit on everybody else's conference because they just had so much epic happening.
Well, on the favorite moment, I was
Yes.
just sitting at work when we were doing the when they were doing the live blogs of the conferences, and half my floor lost their shit when they announced Battlefront.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Battlefront. Like I said, never played the other ones. I played the demo for the second game way back in the day. But you know what? Anything Star Wars, I'm there.
Not
Battlefront 2
EA.
was pretty good.
Division looks pretty cool too.
Division,
Yes.
oh, the Division. Yeah, that was pretty solid.
Yes. Sonder,
What?
favorite penis of the day.
He's like, how can I pick? Not the Asian ones.
Is it?
Not
Is
the
it was it
Asian
was your favorite? Was the favorite penis the newcomer?
No, I'll be honest. I was more interested in the Final Fantasy 15 just because I've been
Liar,
waiting
it's
for that
Asian.
game for a long time. And
Okay.
it's something I was looking for. And
Hey,
I
it
was,
did look pretty hype. I'm not gonna lie,
Yeah.
it looked pretty hype.
Besides Kingdom Hearts, because I was also a big fan of that franchise, I'm also looking forward to Last Order. I don't know, the game itself just seemed interesting, so I want to see what they do with it.
All right, and favorite moment.
It's gonna be a little gay, but
Nothing with you is a little gay, sir. It's all
He
a
saw
lot
someone's
of gay.
penis. He saw
No,
someone's
no.
penis.
We'd be more surprised if it wasn't.
Yeah.
no.
True.
Someone already mentioned this, but the guy who did the jump had a relatively nice body underneath that shirt of his, and that's the one thing that caught my attention.
Oh, what the fuck?
For that one.
There's the mute button again.
Yeah, that's funny. Okay, well, hey, you know what? Go for it. I'm happy for you. Had a good day. Squishy.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Game, sir. What was your game of choice today?
Oh, I did get to see a bunch of it because I caught like halfway through EA's whole spiel. I am looking forward to Mirror's Edge 2 and seeing how it is because I did have the first and I did enjoy it. Other than that, though, I'm not much of a console gamer. So if Destiny comes to PC, I'm pretty up for that. But other than that, I'm not interested in anything that's coming out.
Okay, all right. Well, E3 does have PC shit as well. We just have to
but
wait
this for today's
stuff. Yeah, not a whole lot. No, not that's for sure. That's for sure. But yes, Destiny.
Yes, I'm looking forward. If that does come to PC, that'd be grand.
They're saying it's. I think they're saying it's not going to, but it would shock me if it didn't at some point in its 10-year life cycle manage to find its way onto the PC.
Wait, there's an interview with like the head guy. He said, "We would absolutely love to be on the PC. If you talk to the people upstairs, we play it on all platforms. So stay tuned."
See, there you go. It would shock me because it's a cross-platform workable thing. So, and it's such a big project that opening it to this PC market would be sweet. So you might get your wish, sir.
Yes.
Do you have a favorite moment that you managed to catch?
Not really, other than Microsoft getting horribly burned.
Oh yeah, sick burn.
That's about it.
There is not enough water, cold water, to apply to the burned area. Not enough water in all the
Emergency to the burn ward.
Yeah, no, you can stand under Niagara Falls and that shit ain't enough to cover up on that burn. Mr. Maximus Black. The blouse master. What was your favorite?
It's the blouse master to you.
Oh, sorry. What was your favorite game today, sir? Was it Mirror's Edge? Did you have another game that caught your eye?
Well, I think the Mirror's Edge is probably the most exciting moment for me. I knew it was going to happen too. I was just sort of waiting for it. Even though you don't really get to see anything about the game, and I mean they even had the tagline, "It'll be out when it's ready."
Yeah.
Which
sure.
fitting.
Which you know what that sounds like to me? 2015.
2015.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll see it till then.
Yeah.
I think the most impressive moment of the whole day was the Battlefield 4, watching that entire building collapse.
Yes.
And watching every single piece of that building
Glass just shatter.
and seeing the water come up, and it was all in game. It was it was obviously so scripted, but I mean,
here's what I think it is. I bet you that's the only building on the map that can happen with, and because it's an objective on the top of the building,
I don't know, bro. It's dice.
Not that takes a. Well, here's my question: because if it isn't, if another building next to it falls over and hits that building, what fucking happens?
Yeah, I think
Domino effect.
there might be certain buildings that you may be able to like, it may have like some
Like it's
sort
a
of
scripted
structural
event
point where
of sorts. Yeah.
yeah, like I don't know. It obviously that was a scripted event. I think it'd be really cool if they had certain buildings that you could collapse like that, like major skyscrapers and stuff, with like certain doing so much damage to the structure of the building. I think that'd be really cool. So I gotta say that's for an in-game like that engine.
It looked ball.
It was fucking.
I don't care if
I
it is
was
the only
all
building.
smiles, dude.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
I was
and
all
like,
smiles.
I was like, at first I thought the guy was gonna like pull a friggin' Brolo and not pull his cord and just jump into the water. Because the dude waited until like 15 feet above ground before he pulled the chute. But no, that was absolutely friggin' amazing. That was
yeah,
really
so
awesome.
I'm gonna have to go with Battlefield 4 for most impressive. Most exciting was Mirror's Edge, and I think the most disappointing would be Titan.
Titan looks terrible, dude.
I think that was the most disappointing.
Titan is an amalgamation of about
release.
46 games.
Yeah, I just think it is a
Yeah.
mixed mash of
It's literally it's Call of Duty. The run animation, the gun, everything. It's Call of Duty meets some bastardized version of a parkour game. Meets meets Mech Warrior or Mech Assault. Meets Bioshock.
Yeah. Yep.
And I'm watching it going, what the sweet shit? Do they really just like put a bunch of games in a bucket with paper and then pull them out? And the first like 4 or 5 that came out, they were like, all right, so we're gonna take the conventions from these games and make a game.
I wasn't sold on it. Like the whole time, I was like, ugh, I don't know. This really looks like really garbage. And I know everybody here is talking about Destiny. I gotta say, I wasn't completely sold on it today. It shows promise. It shows a hell of a lot of promise.
Yeah.
I think the design so far is a little.
It's so huge in scope that I need to know more about it in general before I can look at that gameplay and go, okay, I understand.
Almost certainly get it. Almost certainly play it regardless. But I don't know. I'm just not as excited about it as some of you guys were. Most certainly wasn't my favorite moment, but it was definitely fun. It was a cool experience. I had fun with watching what it was, but at the end of it, I was like, is that it? I don't know. There's a lot of hype. I mean, this really feels like right now, it honestly, the way they're pushing the game, it felt like this is going to be their game. Like, this is going to be Sony's, Xbox's big thing. And to me, I just thought Battlefield 4, for fuck's sakes, looked a hell of a lot funner, and Watch Dogs just looked a lot funner or more fun than Destiny. But we'll see. It's the beginning, so I got my fingers crossed. But Battlefield 4, man, that's it for me.
It.
They had me there.
No, it looks good, and everybody's still gonna buy Call of Duty. But hey, Battlefield 4.
Jeff, what are you gonna buy Battlefield 4 on?
All right.
I'm only gonna own the PlayStation.
But I'm assuming you're gonna buy it on PC though.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, no.
Oh, 100%. I won't.
Okay.
Our PC there's no way you don't buy Battlefield on PC.
Yeah. I'm gonna be.
I might own it on both.
Well, that's the thing, and I probably will just because of the Xbox, like playing, on Xbox or not. See, I'm so used to playing Xbox. So this is a change on the PlayStation. So I'll probably play it just to play with the community and do it on the console. But for fuck's sakes, we watched an entire building go down.
Collapse.
I mean, if you're running crazy system,
I want to see what it looks like.
That's gonna look like sex.
If you're in the building when it collapses.
Yeah.
Like halfway up the building.
Your death. I'll try to fraps that.
That would look amazing.
I want to know what that death looks like. I want to experience that death. Last question for you, Mr. Maximus Black. How many copies of Diablo 3 for the PlayStation 4 do you own?
Fuck all.
So you're not, are you sure? Because 3 seems awfully tempting.
No, I gotta. And did you notice how fast they talked about Diablo? They didn't. They just like they showed a screen of Diablo, like we're just really happy to say
about
it.
as long as they brought out the actual console.
But they also said that more Blizzard exclusives are coming, though.
They
said it during the conference.
Here we go. StarCraft 2 coming back to console.
No,
that won't happen. If anything, it would be like maybe Blizzard's next MMO might also be.
I can guarantee
console.
that's what it. I can guarantee that's what it's going to be. I can 100% guarantee. It's that space fucking that's actually sounds pretty good on paper, but we'll see.
Yeah. All right, Mr. Wings Edge.
Yes, sir.
Favorite game of the day, or one or two? What do you got? What caught your eye?
I'd have to say Watch Dogs, just because it caught my eye last year at E3.
Yes.
And it's lived up to what I expected it to be, and it just seems interesting all around. It's like Blue said, it's Assassin's Creed in the modern day. Except with hacking.
I would agree. I like to call it in jest. I like to call it Hacking Simulator 2014.
The only if I just butt in once before I leave, the only thing that scares me a little bit about that game is the fact that I'm hoping that it's not one of those games that is amazing for the first 2 to 4 hours of gameplay, and then they take the same
that's my concern
couple of missions and they just repeat it for 10 hours.
That's
the only thing I'm scared about, because games like that where they show these amazing things, then they just replicate it over and over and over and over and over and over again, and to the point like I've already done. It's like the Dead Space, where you're falling down a cliff that looks amazing, and then when you've done it for 10 hours straight, you go, okay, show me something different, because it seems like it's a lot of looking around. Press X on this, hack that, press X on this.
That's what I'm scared.
And then you go, okay, that's fine. But is there more to the game than that? Is there more to it than just pressing X and hacking and going into a camera and telling somebody, okay, now move here, go, now move here, go.
Yeah, I'm afraid they're gonna lean on that and only have that as a thing. Like they're gonna have that whole hacking thing, as cool as it is, be a crutch that carries for every game mechanic and the whole thing, and like there was, like you guys were saying, it was like Assassin's Creed. It was the same thing. It was like all this cool mechanic, the parkour aspect, the getting from point A to point B, but never made it interesting beyond the first few hours of the game, and it became repetitive and dragged. And it would be unfortunate for that to happen to that game, because it does look like if they don't lean so heavily on it, that it could be something really awesome. But if they do lean too heavily on it, it could be an unfortunate drawback. That doesn't really need to be there. Absolutely.
But yeah, I'm out of here, guys. Sorry to cut you off in the middle of you talking about what you liked. That's the only concern I have with the game, but I agree with what you said. It looks fucking incredible, and I have high hopes for it. And I saw it last year too, and it hasn't let me down yet. So I'm hoping that it doesn't let me down when it comes out. I got to get going, guys. Have a good one. I'll see you tomorrow.
Right. See you, Jeff.
Peace. All right, so favorite moment, sir, from today. If that's your game, what's your moment?
Actually, I have two. Besides, PS4 completely shitting on Xbox.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
First one would probably be Halo.
Okay.
Totally unexpected. Fucking, first there was, the sand, the desert, and I was going, okay, is this some sort of, graphical engine demo?
I thought it was Destiny.
You mean Journey?
No, I thought it was like a CG Destiny thing trailer. I thought they were going to do the Destiny thing. I didn't expect them to really, pull that. Like, why Master Chief in a fucking cloak?
Yeah, and then you saw the cloaked figure in a brown cloak in a desert, and I thought, is this fucking Journey on Xbox?
Yo, maybe he wants to keep that green paint on his armor.
Yeah, man, sensing the armor is not cool.
Yeah, those sandstorms really grind on that paint job.
Fuck.
And at the end, all of a sudden,
that's part of my job.
It's like, wait a second, it's fucking Halo. What?
Yeah, no, I agree. But you know what? Halo's honestly, the number of fucks I give for Halo have gone downhill so quickly, because it was originally supposed to be a trilogy, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
And then the success of 2 happened, and Microsoft went, you know what? We could really go for a lot more than 3. And that really fucking just tanked it for me anyway.
I'm still waiting for that Halo TV series.
But yeah, well then now you got this. They're just really running that motherfucker hard. They're pulling a George Lucas on this shit, just taking.
They're sucking the teat dry.
Yeah, exactly. They're not even sucking a teat at this point. They think they're sucking a teat, but they're not. Probably more like a dick. Frenchie.
Yep.
Well, that's Saunders' job.
What's your game of today, sir?
Well, I have to get on the Destiny's hype just
Okay.
because I think the concept is great, and if they can pull off the 10 years and all that good stuff that they promised us, it's just gonna be awesome.
I agree.
Like it can fail miserably, or it can just be one of the best thing ever happen. I just cannot go. Well, whatever all you say, but I have to go on that hype.
No, I think we all agree. Destiny looks pretty great. 110%. What was your favorite moment, sir?
It's not a moment. It's more like the amount of game that Sony showed. I mean, they had an extra hour over everyone else, but they just showed so much. They showed the indie games. They showed all the AAA games. They just showed so much that just wow.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It was crazy. It's crazy. They loaded up on all the games forever. Even and like I said time and time again, the secret for them was the illusion of endless games, even though they were going to be on, even though some of them, like the indie games, were on the PC, or they showed a lot of games that were also going to be on the Xbox. They gave the illusion of endless games on the PlayStation and all gameplay, and it was all great. And so yeah, I agree. That was it took me by surprise because I honestly thought that a lot more of the conference would have been taken up by the console itself, but they dodged that bullet.
And I really like the exposure for the indie games, or at the beginning of it.
Absolutely, no, that's a smart play because the indie game market has just been huge lately, and it's getting bigger and bigger. So it's a very smart move by them. Another terrible move by Microsoft going in the opposite direction. Okay, so we've gone through all of you guys. I will give even though I've talked briefly about each of the points here and there. My game, Mirror's Edge 2. The next game behind Mirror's Edge 2 is really a tough sell. I'm intrigued. Excuse me. I am intrigued by Destiny. I am intrigued by The Division. But favorite moment, it has got to be, bar none, when Jack Trenton was up on stage and they put up that slide that had like 3 or 4 points of what you can do with your games. Give it to a friend. Trade it in. Sell it. So that list, and when I said it, we were in the middle of the live stream, I said that they need to Microsoft better put that shit on his tombstone, because that list will be one of the major reasons, if not the major reason, why they die in this round. And so that was definitely my favorite. I mean, the whole shtick of just PlayStation and Jack, visibly showing sheer joy. He's a CEO, so he should be able to stay composed, but he couldn't even do that. He just, giggles were happening because the crowd reaction was just it's exactly what you would imagine to have happened with the crowd. But, you had to think in his head, he was just like, oh my God, we have just won so hard. We have won all the internets and all the gamers' hearts forever and ever, and we're not going to have to worry. PlayStation's going to have to do something absolutely astronomical in this generation of fucking up to come down off of the hype that they've just generated for themselves. So, all in all, great time. EA was also a really good conference. I really liked EA's conference today. They showed a lot of great stuff. You know what? I'm going to put a dark horse out there, even though I can never remember the name of it. Crimson Dragon? Is that what the name of it was?
The one that had no sound.
No sound, which really fucking annoyed me. But that
it got the most cheers.
I feel like that's a dark horse because it's kind of like a spiritual successor kind of deal to Panzer Dragoon series, which is a game or a series that a lot of people hold in high regard, and so I'll be interested to see how that all pans out for that game as well. But definitely, Mirror's Edge 2 gave me the hugest fucking erection. Just enormous. And it looks like a
Why
prequel.
didn't you show us?
Sorry.
Yeah,
Wow.
It looks like a prequel because they're showing, Faith getting her tattoos and stuff.
Mirror's 2.
Yeah, so
Mirror's Edge 2, the prequel.
The prequel, because that makes sense. But yeah, it looks like a prequel, but who knows? It might not be. They might have just been showing the tattoos and stuff slowly being put on as like a slow reveal of it being Faith. But yeah, it looks great. It looks awesome, and I am so hyped for it because Mirror's Edge is such an awesome game. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna wrap it up there. This for me today has been a 14 or 15 hour stream.